Yo, what's up everybody, FornaTRON here, and today we are back again with our Elden Ring Easy Mode Beginner's Guide Remastered, and we're going to include the brand new Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. In the previous episode, we finally went through Godric the Grafted and completely decimated him with our +5 Bloodhound's Fang, and then I also took you through a couple of other places in Liurnia, and then we also got our first Site of Grace in Atlus Plateau, and then we also did a minor storyline so we could get a vendor opened up. But now we're going to continue through the area and get a couple of more upgrade materials, so we're just even more OP. Let's get into it. Okay, so now that we're in Atlus Plateau, there's a bunch of golden seeds and sacred tears. Well, not a bunch, but there's a lot of stuff that we can pick up here. So what we're going to do is, from where we are, we're going to go to the left in this direction here. So just follow the direction that I go. We're gonna go straight. Get to these Lux ruins, and then from here we're just gonna jump off the edge. And then boom, we got a golden seed right here. And we're gonna go over here, light this Site of Grace. Then we're gonna go all the way up top here, and then there's gonna be like a mini boss, but we're just gonna avoid them. And then we're gonna get another Site of Grace. Great. And we just completely avoided that. Like, you could go kill that boss, but it doesn't drop that many runes, and you just get like a death root for it, which is an item for another NPC questline that we're not doing. This silver scarab gives us another bow, Ash of War. Oh yeah, I forgot to go over our last homework assignment. So if you did our last homework assignment, you would have gotten the Smithing Stone Minor Bell from the Rael Icaria Crystal Tunnel. So now you can buy Smithing Stones 1, 2, and 3. You also would have gotten this really good talisman for Dex users. Right here, the Winged Sword Insignia, which is it's a talisman that enhances your attack power the more successive your attacks are. So if you attack a lot or have a build that does a lot of attacks in a short amount of time, great talisman for that. And then you would have taken out another Knight's Cavalry, which would have given you another Ash of War. But you would have gotten like around 2,400, 24,000 runes, which is nothing to shake your head at. I forgot to eat a gold fowl foot for one of them, so I didn't get as many as I could, but pretty decent amount. So we're gonna keep going. Another golden seed right here. I'm just gonna keep going straight. There's nothing else really for us in this direction, but I want the Site of Grace that's coming up because it'll come in handy a lot later. I'm just gonna hug this left wall here. Avoid these little volcanic plumes here. Anytime you see a mushroom, just pick it up. And then I can see the Site of Grace right there. I think this is just runes. Little mushrooms here. Perfect. Great, now that we got these Sites of Grace, it's misleading because it looks like the map fragment's super close by. It's not. So we're gonna go all the way back to this Atlus Plateau Site of Grace. We're gonna hop on Torrent and we're gonna go straight over here. And then we're going to get this Site of Grace right here. Sometimes my L3 doesn't work with torrent. That's weird. Okay, and then right from here, we're gonna get this map fragment that's right here. And there's also another golden seed right here. So I told you there's a bunch of gold seeds around here. Avoid these guys. Okay, so now we got the map fragment. We're gonna keep going up this path here. Okay, now we're gonna grab this side of grace. What's great is there's a warp point right here, so let's grab it. And this takes us to the other side of the bridge that we were on. So from here, we're gonna turn right, then jump down. We're gonna grab this side of grace right here. We're gonna go back up a little bit this way, and we're gonna head towards this tree, kind of. We're gonna go up back the way that we came. When we get to this village here, we're just gonna turn right. Jump down here. We're gonna go into these woods here, because there is another golden seed right here. There's a boss in the middle here. We're not gonna fight that boss. We don't need to. They're an optional boss. But what we are gonna do is we're gonna go back to this side of grace, the four-spanning Great Bridge. And if we look over here, we're gonna see that there's a church right here, and then there's also a church right here. So we got two sacred tiers that we can get. But before we go do those, there's also an item that we can get in this church, but we have to do a little bit of a quest line. So we're gonna make our way all the way back to the main academy gate in Raya Lucaria. And if we turn around, there's gonna be a blood summon sign back here. Oh, there isn't. It's because we gotta go talk to Yamamura. Okay, we gotta go talk to Yamamura. So he's gonna be way in this corner over here, or under here. We're gonna go to Murkwater Cave back in Limgrave. Him in the left where we got invaded a while back. Here he is. Here he is, good fella. Okay, write out his dialogue.
I'm you tarnished. You stay the just remember, don't know you're wrong. Don't stay clear, and it's just so stay clear of your harps will.
Okay, great. Now we can go back to Raya Lucaria. So we're gonna go back to Main Academy Gate. Okay, turn around. Now we should see a red summon sign. I can see it from here. Okay, we're gonna choose this. Now we're summoned as an invader to help Yamamura. So let's take a sippy of our drink. I don't think we need to use... We don't need to use one of our blood greases. Let's buff Yamamura though. Oh, you want a sippy? I'll sippy, bitch. Oh. Ain't that a bitch when you run out of fucking Crimson Flask? On with the backstab. Ugh. I don't think we were fast enough. But we got an extra rune arc for doing that. And he's gonna be right here.
Ah, that bloody finger. Here's a token. I'm dying. Yeah, she is the budding spot. If she comes, there is no shit.
And he tells you about another bloody finger, and her name's Elenora. And that's who we're after next. So now that we've progressed his quest line, we are gonna go back to this side of grace right here, the forest spanning Great Bridge. Okay, we're gonna turn around, hop on Torrent, and we're gonna go down this path. Go until you see these two characters right here, these two NPCs, and then you can just jump off the edge here. Then go to this corner over here. And then it should be safe to drop down. Okay, so in that church, it's gonna summon an NPC. They are tough, so I would save scum right here. So let's do that right now just to be safe. Okay, so now that we save scum, we're gonna run to the church. Yamamura is gonna be dead on the inside. Talk to him, and then start buffing up. Charge R2, L2, R2, done. And we got the Purifying Crystal tier, which is essential to easy mode a boss way later on, but we got it now. And we got her Elenora's Pole Blade, great dex weapon. Yamamura drops his Najikaba, which is a huge katana. Great, that was easy. And we got the Sacred Tear, and we can pick up all these blood roses. There's a ton of blood roses here, but there's also a ton of bullshit dogs that have bleed. Run over here, and then we're gonna warp back. We're gonna go to this highway junction. Okay, and then from here, we're actually going to hug along the wall here instead of going up this main path. We're gonna hug along this wall, and then there's a secret path that we can go up. Also, if you turn in here, there's an interesting little lore thing there. It's actually like a tribute to Saint Trina, which is a main character in the DLC. Yeah, so if you're interested, you can go up in here. And right here, here's the tribute to Saint Trina. There's an amber starlight in here. You can use all these sacramental buds to make, I think, rot pots, or you can make something with them. But I don't think we're ever going to make whatever crafting item that you can make with these. We are going to get buds that will help you make frost pots, because those will be super helpful later on. But just a little lore thing there. Okay, so once we leave, again, we're gonna hug this left wall here. Hug the left wall. The reason why there's that bear over there, and we do not want its aggro, so we're just gonna hug this left wall. Right, and then just go through here. Now we can jump up top, jump off of Torrent, crouch down with L3, and then you can just hold run while you're crouching down. That way you won't aggro these dual tree sentinels. I don't think we've taken out the tree sentinel back in Limgrave yet either. We can go do that. I'll make that a homework assignment. Okay, we're gonna go here and grab 2 more golden seeds, and then the other half of the map. Grab this site of grace. Okay, as soon as you start going up the stairs, it's gonna bring in a gargoyle boss. We're not gonna fight them, so just keep running. So just stick to the right here, and then just keep running. Do not stop. These are all bosses that you can take on in your own time later on and have fun with, but because they're not main remembrance bosses and they don't drop items that we want or need, we're not going to be doing them in this playthrough. But it's all the fun to you to go back and do them yourself. Okay, we're going to grab these 2 golden seeds and we're good. If we can't get rid of aggro, we can just quit out our game. And now that we're back in, we are actually going to warp back to this spot right here, Road of Inquiry side path. Let's sit down at the Grace and upgrade our flask. So we got 2 more flasks and another increase. So we have a +8 flask, and how many charges do we have? We have 11. So we have 1 cerulean tears and then 10 crimson. Amazing for this early in the game. Okay, so we're just gonna run past all these fools. There's nothing in this carriage that we want or need, so just run past them. All right, we're gonna grab the Mount Gelmir side of grace. And then this next spot, there is a bunch of these Iron Maidens and they're a huge pain in the ass. So we are gonna go along the left side here. We just completely avoid them. We're gonna run down over here and then there's gonna be a ladder on our left. So we're just gonna run towards this, jump off of Torrent, and then climb the ladder as quickly as you can. Hopefully you're lucky like me and you don't get noticed, but those Iron Maidens can like ride right up there and they have projectiles that can hit you from pretty far up. So you wanna get there as quickly as you can. This is the longest ladder ever. Okay, and then now we're gonna go to the left over here. Grab this side of grace. And there's some more free money over here. What are you doing, Torrent? Come on. There we go. See all that damage happening? That's from the Iron Maidens fighting some of those soldiers. Okay, we got all the free money. There's a dog up here. And then right here, Somber Stone 6. And that's why we came here. So let's go back to Round Table Hold and upgrade our weapon. I'm gonna run over here. Talk to our buddy Hugh. Upgrade our sword. And we are crushing. Another thing we're gonna buy while we're here is let's go this way to the husks over here. And we're gonna purchase this finger seal. So let's buy this. I like this armor set, so I might buy it. You don't have to. And while we're here, before we end the video, I'm going to teach you a little bit about armor sets. So you're more than welcome to wear whatever you want or buy armor sets. It's your playthrough. So I want you to customize your character as much as you want. But there's a few things that I want you to look out for. So, oh, I had that still on. But okay, so when picking out armor, the most important thing is at the bottom right, it says equip load. And we have a ratio there. So we're at 28.7 out of 70.4. The more endurance that we have, the higher our equip load goes, and we can equip heavier armor and heavier weapons. You always, always, always want to be in medium load or lower. So medium or light. It's really hard to be in light. Like if I take off all my armor, then I'm in light load. But then you have no protections. You don't want that either. You don't want to put on too much stuff, because if you put on a bunch of armor that's way too heavy, then you will be heavy. So I'm gonna put on a bunch of crap. Take that off. And now I'm in heavy load. So when you're in heavy load, when you roll, you will like, ugh. And I love it when I see a bunch of people playing Elden Ring or any of the Souls games, and they talk about how bad the game is, and then they're fat rolling. And I'm like, you dumb bitch. I'm just like, you are mad because you don't know how this game works. And that's all it is. So don't be blaming FromSoft because you suck. So just remember, equip load is very, very, very important. So make sure you're keeping an eye on that. Let's use some of our money. And level up. Let's go do a little bit more vigor. We need 11 Gs. Oh yeah, we want one more in faith. So 10 faith. We'd like to be at 15 faith, but because we have Godric's Great Rune on, when we go to our status, you'll see that we have 15 faith because it gives us +5 and everything. This door will be open, and you talk to this lady here.
Let's anchor until it will dredge across the far, but the seek to become Plateau.
Pretty much tells you like the fingers are happy with your progress with getting the Elden Ring. And this is where you can receive power from your remembrance, because we don't have any because we use Godric's, but you can get like a dragon head and his axe, but we're never going to use that. But you can also from here buy their armor sets when you start getting more of their remembrances. All right, well, that's a good place to leave it for now. So we did a lot in this episode. We got our +6 Bloodhound's Fang. And we also got a ton of flask upgrades, and we are just killing it. Before the next episode, I got a homework assignment for you. So what I would like you to do is in Liurnia, I would like you, actually in 2 spots. Back here in the Weeping Peninsula in South Limgrave, I want you to go to the Church of Pilgrimage, and you're gonna go to this tree right here. And then in Liurnia, you're going to go from either one of these sites of graces, and then you're going to go to this tree right here. So I want you to go do those 2 trees and fight the bosses that are there. I'll see you guys in the next one.